There's one team, of course, who have not only missing the likes of Dale Steyn, Lungi Ngidi, who's now injured. Hashim Amla briefly missed that one game, but that one key piece in their puzzle has been missing for a few months now. And suddenly, a new revelation about Abraham Benjamin de Villiers, the fact that he was actually willing to come into this squad, and the timing could not have been better if it's actually true that it could have happened.
I mean, it depends on which side you're looking at. If you're an Australian, if you're a South African selector, what you would be worried about is the fact news leaked now, after they lost 3 matches. So far this news has been kept under wraps. So obviously somebody has opened their mouth after 3 matches. But if you go back to that thing, from whatever I've read of it, what happened was on that particular day, okay, when it came out, it was 24 hours before the last date for the team selection, the last teams had to be given. So would you have made a call in that day? I mean, would you have?
It was too late for that, for sure, and it's a complex scenario and a situation than how it's looking. As fans, at the moment you are emotional. You would always want to see the great player like AB being part of that South African lineup, but the decision was AB de Villiers as well. So he had taken that decision way ahead of the World Cup, and at that time also the talk was the same, that AB should continue, and we have to request AB to come out of retirement and all that, but there was no response from AB de Villiers at that point. Having said that, when you are actually made peace with the fact that okay, AB is not going to be around, and now we have to plan how our World Cup campaign is going to be, then at times it's too late as well. And you've seen it with Bravo as well. West Indies has kept him as standby, and he's accepted that. So that's something which the board also could have done. It's actually, as fan, you would always want to see AB de Villiers out there, but I think the decision was always with AB and not with the board. I think once you've taken that call, then you can't expect the board to react to what your emotional state is, because the call was always yours,
especially when it was taken 1 year ago, end of IPL.
No, and he was very clear about it. That's it, international cricket over, this thing. And I remember the questions that time. Next year's World Cup year, maybe you want to see the World Cup, maybe see them through. And he's made that statement. No, I'm really sad. I want to see them winning a World Cup. That's what was my dream, but it didn't happen. He made all those statements. So, look, to be fair to him, currently also he's saying that look, it's not my call. I made an emotional call to them. They said sorry, it's too late. And the fact of the matter is, there are no villains in this. He's not accusing them. Why did they not take me? They are not saying that, how can you? They must have told a young player like Dawson saying that, okay, we are grooming you, this is it, you need to do this to get in the team. Now, one day before, they can't turn and say, sorry, AB called up, sorry, you're out of it,
Yeah, if that is a fact, if 24 hours prior to the meeting, the message had gone, if that is a fact, then you can't really blame the selectors as well, because it's too late for them. They already set the planning. Then the call is with the team management. So there are various things involved in this. Till the time we don't get that clarity, we can't say that, okay, exactly whose fault was that. But I can tell you one thing, this news coming out at this stage in the tournament,
after 3 matches,
for South Africa, it's not a great sign. Because now already everyone is going to be divided. If not everyone in the team was aware of this, then there's going to be another debate which is going to start within the camp. And that's something which is not going to help the team going forward. Forget the fans and how the selectors are going to be, and who was in favor of AB and who was not in favor of AB. That's a separate debate. You have a World Cup to play, you have a job in hand, which has already had a shaky start. Will it going to help that course of action? The answer is no. I think it's just going to make things way more difficult, and it might turn into a disastrous World Cup for South Africa, which they would want to forget. And even if they want to forget, they won't be able to forget for the long time.
Yes, and really, it's really their most, as Joy mentioned, their most talented batsman, Razif van der Dusen, who would have been the one, if anything. So I think best left alone for us. I think maybe Indian fans would be saying, unless they make the semi-final, now it's okay, get AB in. He's playing all the other teams, so it's okay. We're okay with that.